Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. There's another paid request, this time from Frame by Frame. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, feel free to do it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for Stranger Things Season 2, Episode 5. Now, I will say this is a step up from Episode 4. It didn't make me mad, or as much mad. I would say that Sean Astin, which is funny because I've given him crap for this show, voicing this character. On the flip side, Sean Astin, I think, is one of the best parts of this season so far. His character Bob, I've liked where his sincerity actually is sincere. It's actually trying to be a good guy, and he has a nice moment to shine because before I get to that, to set it up, David Harbour's character of Hopper, he's trapped in these tunnels, which is the upside down world. He can't get out. There's these spores and shit trying to shoot shit at his face, like the dinosaur in the first Jurassic Park film when they were shooting spit at you. Meanwhile, the kind of possessed kid Will, who can see what's going on and vice versa, and then Mike and then Winona Ryder, they see Will's drawing all these vines. They're trying to piece it together, what's going on. And then Bob, Sean Astin's character, comes in and he starts figuring out because he likes brain teasers. I would say that was the most interesting part of the show, is Sean Astin figuring this out. And going, wait a minute, that looks like the lake, and that looks like a, wait a minute, think of this as roads, and think of this as that, and think of this, and him piecing together and being excited, and at first he's like, are you guys okay? Like, this is not healthy, but still being nice and kind enough because he cares for them and wanting to genuinely help out. So, and yes, I do know what happens to his character. I'll just say I read it. But hey, it is what it is. It's not like it's a new show. So, it is what it is. And sadly, the other side plots I'm less and less interested in. Like, that was really the only plot I cared about. David Harbour, I don't give a shit if his character died in the tunnels, because I don't give a shit about Hopper. I'm sorry, in this season, they have made that character unlikable. The way he behaves with Eleven, the way he treats the girl Eleven, the way he doesn't let her see the fucking kid Mike and the other kids after over a year, which is stupid. Because, oh, you won't be safe. They already know who the fuck she is, and they're willing to keep a secret. If they're willing to keep a secret for a year about the upside down world, I think they'd keep a fucking secret about this girl 11. And then she wouldn't be pissed off. Why is he keeping her away from the kids, including Mike? There's no explanation of it. There's no reason for it. It's just this guy being an asshole. And then the way he treated her and talked shit to her. And then being stupid. Like, this girl has the powers of Terry times 10. And he's like, I'm gonna piss you off. And fuck your Egos. Fuck your waffles. Fuck you. Take the gun, shove it up your ass. Along with your waffles. As that David Harbour, the actor, is this Hopper character, I don't give a shit. They've written him so shitty. He fucked over 11 in the last season, which you haven't really gotten their comeuppance, come to Jesus moment with that. And then the way you're treating her and not letting her see the kids for no fucking reason, I don't give a shit about this character. If he died, I wouldn't care. I care more about Sean Astin's character. I care more about Bob's character. That's sad. A character that you set up in season 1, I care more about a character like Sean Astin's in season 2. To me, poor writing. And if people disagree, feel free to tell me why. I won't yell at you. I'm very curious. I am very, very curious. Why should I give a shit about this character? He's an asshole. He's an idiot. He keeps Eleven locked up for no reason when she could see the other kids. Or, better yet, bring the kids to the cabin. If you're like, well, doesn't want to bring her out to the public, kids to the cabin. Like an hour a day or something, or on the weekend. You go there. When you go there, let them go with you. Wow, problem fucking solved, Mr. Hopper. So I didn't give a shit if he lived or died. Why should I? And I don't give a fuck about Nancy and Jonathan at a motel. Just fuck already. Or leave me the fuck alone. Will they? Won't they? I don't give a shit if they fuck Flying 69 in a circus. And don't see this conspiracy theory guy. I don't give a shit about that either. Did I really like this episode? I was starting off with... Fuck this show, man. Fuck it. Fuck the show. Fuck Stranger Things. Overrated fucking show. It's got some good things to it, but it's overrated as fuck. I like the nods to the 80s. But I got nods to the 80s in this room. I like the music, the way it's shot, but this writing fucking sucks. I'm tired of sugarcoating it. I like the stuff with Will, Mike, Bob figuring out, oh, it's a map, X, even the little Goonies reference. What are you guys looking for? A pirate ship? I like that bit. Oh, pirate treasure, not pirate ship. What are you looking for? What's at the X? Pirate treasure? All that I liked. Winona Ryder, Sean Astin, Mike, Will, I like that stuff. Nancy and Jonathan, I don't give a fuck about. I did not give a fuck about him in season 1. Jonathan, I liked his friendship with his brother, Will, more than his, will he fuck her? I don't give a fuck if he fucks her in the mouth or in the ass. I don't give a shit. I have no reason to give a shit. Nancy is a bitch. This Nancy is a bitch. She's a turncoat bitch. And she's just bitchy. Oh, they go see this annoying newspaper conspiracy guy. Which annoys me because it reminds me of the bullshit in Godzilla vs. Kong. With the conspiracy guy. The one that helped spill a bunch of fucking whiskey to defeat Mechagodzilla. Lucas, they barely do shit with the kid. Just, okay, we get a little bit of his family. What happens, when mom's mad at you? How do you make her not mad? I do whatever she tells me to. What if she's wrong? She's never wrong, son. I like that moment with Lucas, but I don't give a fuck about Max, who he likes. How about this? Make Max interesting, or leave me the fuck alone. It's 5 episodes of a 9-episode arc. There's nothing interesting about this Max character. She likes Dig Dug. That's it. She likes Dig Dug. She seems bitchy. And she has an asshole brother. Or whoever the fuck, stepbrother. That's all I know about her. In 5 episodes. And there's only 9. 9. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about Max. I don't give a fuck about the weird pedophile-looking owner of the arcade. He seems like a pedophile. The character, not the actor, folks. The character. Hey, you promised to give me a date with her, huh? Okay. You're about 7 feet tall, buddy. Stop with the stilts. You're 7 feet tall and get the Cheetos out of your hand. Go sit in the beanbag, eat Cheetos. And 11, this story, I don't give a fuck about this story. They made me not give a fuck about 11 even. 11, 12, 13, I don't... Because maybe this stuff with her mom could be interesting. But it just seems like it's not going to lead much. And now what? The mom had the power all on too? I thought it was just she was a regular person. They kidnapped. And this experiment gave 11 the powers. But now the mom has the power too? She had the power the whole time? Was it scanners? Was like if your son, your daughter gets your powers? Maybe that's more Scanner Cop is better. Again, the fact that, it's not just, it can't be just a regular mom. No, it was a superpower mom. And that'll lead to more superpower people. Which people warned me about episode 7. So, great. So, 11... You know what would make this interesting? If she was just a normal mom and it's her and maybe Mike or maybe someone else. We're here for you. And strictly on that. Not the stuff with Hopper. Just, she's with Mike. Maybe an episode of them getting to know again. Then by episode 3, she sees her mom. Mike's like, I'm going to help you. We're going to sneak out. I don't care if I get in trouble. They sneak out into a bus. They go over there. They get to know each other. Friendship regrows back after a year or so apart. Then they get to the mom's house. And then Mike's like, I'm here for you. And then she goes up to her mom. And, the mom recognizes her or something to the effect. And the mom is not superpower either. Bleeding from her nose. That would be faster and better, in my opinion, than this shit. Stretching it too fucking much. I don't give a fuck about Max. I don't give a fuck about Nancy. Jonathan barely give a fuck about unless he talks to his little brother. Hopper, they made him a shitty, unlikable character. I don't care if he dies. The only part I liked was Sean Astin putting the clues together. The little boy Will's performance, Winona Ryder's performance, and Winona Ryder, her back and forth with Sean Astin, digging, rescuing Hopper. Okay, I didn't mind the moment where like, hi Bob, hi Jim. But let Hopper die. I don't give a fuck. So yeah, this is a rant. Because I was curious about season 2. I was curious. Now I don't give a fuck. After this, I think the previous was worse. 7 I've heard is nothing but dog shit. And there's only 9 episodes. 6, 7, 8, 9. And people told me 7 is shit. And I believe you. So that's 3 others. What I heard about episode 7 was that it's useless, pointless, and bullshit. So that's 6, 8, and 9. I know nothing about Max. Don't give a shit about Max. Why should I? She played Dig Dug. So what? I could play Dig Dug with my ass and a finger. Doesn't make me interesting. Nancy, Jonathan, fuck already or don't. I don't give a fuck about some conspiracy guy. Oh, that's a bit far-fetched. just stick with the Russians. I don't give a fuck. It just reminds me of bullshit I've seen in the other Millie Bobby Brown thing that I just saw this year. Hopper, they turned him into an unlikable prick. Why should I like him? And so far in the season, it's halfway through the season, 5 episodes in. This did not start off as a rant, but the more I thought about it, I'm like, the only thing I liked, if I did not like Max, Lucas is fine, but they barely do anything with him. Oh, I didn't even mention the whole Dustin thing. I wonder why. Because, oh, he's got this creature locked up in the cellar. I'm sorry, but you ate my cat. That's stretching itself too long. I don't care anymore. I really don't care about you and your... And CGI doesn't look the best. Maybe if it was a practical creature, I could get some charm. No. You're supposed to be invoking the 1980s. Why the fuck? This is a little creature. You can make a practical fucking effect. Will it be like Gremlins or some shit? Give me a fucking break. Do it. But you don't. So yeah. I'm just annoyed. And also the fact that Mike... I've heard that Mike and the kids don't meet up with Eleven till the last episode of this season. Wow. And I believe them, because if... Probably episode 6, she's still with her mom. Episode 7, I think goes back to that first of episode 1. It's like, who the fuck was that chick? With the powers. Well, you're not going to know until episode 7, and there's only 9 episodes. Wow. Thanks for making that the first fucking scene, as if that would be the most important fucking scene. You think being the first scene of the fucking season, oh, that'd be the most important part of the season. No. Because apparently it's in episode 7, and then never again. Wow, what a useless fucking shit. I mean, yeah, Sean Astin and the little kid Will, his performance, best part of the season so far. What else? The stuff with Eleven, her mom, might have worked, but the other stuff just fucking it up, and I think that could have been done better. And now you're trying to overcomplicate it. Yeah, it's gonna be funny because people don't watch the first part of this review, and then I'm sure they're wondering, wonder why this is called a rant. Well, now you know why. If you like this, cool, man. I've watched season 1, over half of season 2. This is an overrated show. I'm sorry, I'm calling it here. This is an overrated show. It's got good aspects of acting. I think the kids, Eleven, Mike, Will, Lucas, the acting's not bad. The cinematography is good. But these stories they're fucking pulled too much. Not using practical effects when it's supposed to be a big centerpiece of 80s makes no sense to me. And don't tell me you can't do it. The fucking X-Files did it almost every fucking week. That was in the 90s. Sometimes they had to use some bad effects, but there was a lot of practical on the X-Files. Star Trek. Makeup. Later Star Trek had some CG, to be fair. I guarantee you can think of another show that's done practical effects every week. And you're a big hit show, so by season 2, I think you would have more of a budget, create some practical fucking effects. And better writing. Fucking vein on my forehead. Going to burst. Now, I don't feel bad for not having seen this show for so long. I really don't feel that bad. I really don't get the big hype for this show. I can understand the kids' actors, decent. But the story, the writing, the way certain characters are done, some superfluous characters are pointless. Fuck Max, fuck Nancy, Jonathan, I barely care about. It's not like these are, a season where you get 20, 25 episodes, so... Granted, if you stretch it out to 20, oh, that'd be horrible. But just... I don't know, just... This obviously isn't for me. Obviously isn't for me. So... Sorry about that, guys. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.